Hello everyone, this is Chepotin. I'm back and I'm gonna talk about my favorite topic right now, which is the movie The Sound of Freedom. Now, as you guys can see in this headline, Jim Caviezel thriller Sound of Freedom knocks Insidious Red Door from #1 spot Monday, box office. Yes, so what happened last week was that this movie was a surprise hit. It was #1. It defeated that feminazi movie called Indiana Jones from Grooming Disney, and it defeated the movie on July 4th. Was a big surprise. It was a big surprise, and in the end, in that week, it was the number 3 movie during the week. So, and in that weekend, in the past weekend, Insidious became the #1 movie. Now, this movie, Sound of Freedom, is back on #1. So it just defeating Insidious, and it's making way more profit than Indiana Jones. Actually, Indiana Jones is gonna be a big flop. It's gonna lose more than $100 million. That movie cost $300 million, so it's gonna lose big, and deservedly so, because Disney is a grooming company and they need to be run into the ground now. Too bad. I mean, it's sad. They had nice classics, but it's not the company that it was once. It's not the company that it was before. My nieces love the classic movies, Cinderella, Snow White. What other movies are there? Well, all those movies, all those classic movies. They love those movies, and it's sad, but again, it's not the same. It's not the company that it was before. So that is a good thing. And not only that, but let's look at more details on this story. A plot twist at U.S. box office on Monday, as a new #1 movie is born. Sound of Freedom grossed a spectacular $4 million on Monday, beating both Indiana Jones and Insidious. Just 45% drop from Sunday, one of the best holds for a movie on a non-holiday Monday. The Angel Studios production hits a $45.7 million. $45.7 million. This movie only cost like what, like $14 million, $14.5 million. So it's already making profit. So it's not a movie with a budget of $300 million like Indiana Jones. No, it's a movie with a modest budget, and it's making profit now. And guess what? Disney had this movie, but they didn't want to release it. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about these people, about Disney, about these leftoids who love companies like Disney, who love woke companies? What does that tell you? All these critics all these left-wing critics saying that this is a conspiracy movie, this is a cute people movie, stuff like that. This is about the horrors of child trafficking. How could you be against that? How could you be against that? How could you say this movie is only for people who are into conspiracy theories? Does that not exist? It's ridiculous. I mean, these people are awful. If you side against a movie that is against child trafficking, then you're part of the problem. You're probably evil. If you're trying to make excuses, if you're trying to find a way, if you're trying to find a way to say that this movie is bad, don't watch it, then that means you're evil. So again, this movie is doing good, but let's see more details on this. As you guys can see, Monday. This is the Monday box office numbers. Sound of Freedom, #1 movie. Then Insidious, which, by the way, I've watched the first Insidious movie. I liked it, but that was a long time ago. So I don't know how this Insidious movie is now, but I have nothing against it, but The Sound of Freedom is defeating the movie. Now, a movie that I'm against is Indiana Jones because it comes from Disney. And I saw clips from the new Indiana Jones movie. I haven't watched the movie because I don't plan to give my money to grooming Disney, to the groomers of Disney. I'm not planning to give money to them, so I'm not watching that. But I saw the clips, and it's a typical movie that puts the hero, the white male hero, as well. They diminish the character. They diminish the hero. They humiliate the hero. Why? Because these woke companies like Disney, they're not into. They don't want to portray the white straight male as a heroic person. No, they had to bring him down, and they want to put their feminist message or their grooming message, whatever. In the case of Indiana Jones, it's practically a feminazi message movie, an anti-capitalist movie too. There's a line in that movie that says that the stealing is capitalism. No, why watch it? Why watch it? That would be socialism. Would be stealing. Stealing would be socialism. That would be a better line. That's socialism for you. That would be a better line. But no, that's capitalism for you. Get the hell out of here. And they also have their Elemental movie that is also flopping. It's also from Disney. They have a daydream character. So that's the problem with Disney now. That's the problem with Disney. So now, if you're a parent, you cannot bring your kids to the movie theaters and watch a Disney movie. No. Now, what you gotta do is, if you wanna show your kids a Disney movie, first you gotta go to the movie theater, watch it on your own to see if it is safe. And if it is safe, that's when that's when you get to tell your kids, okay, let's go. Already watched it. It's safe. It's ridiculous. Who can live like that? A movie that was just successful is called Puss in Boots. It's not a Disney movie. I watched it before showing it to my nieces, before taking my nieces to the movie theater. I watched it first. And when I watched it, and it's not a Disney movie, but again, this is the era of woke messaging from companies, from corporations, and from Hollywood. So still, just in case I watched it on my own, I enjoyed it. It was good. There was no woke message. It was a good movie, safe movie. And that's when I told my brother, hey, look, this is a safe movie. Your girls, your children, they're gonna like it. They're gonna love that movie. Trust me. And yeah, they loved it. We went to the movie theaters and they loved the movie. And that's a movie that at the beginning it looked like it didn't make that much money at the beginning in the first week, second week, but it had legs. I guess the same. I guess people did the same as I did. They watch it first, and then they say, you know what, it's good. Let's take the kids to the movie. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know, but that was a good movie, and that was a success. Elemental is a failure. It's also another Disney movie that is gonna fail. That is failing. It's a big flop. No Hard Feelings. That's a movie from what's her name, Jennifer Lawrence. That's a movie that even though it's a low budget movie, it looks like it's gonna lose money. Well, Jennifer Lawrence, you should have shut up about Donald Trump. She was saying all this crazy stuff about Donald Trump, about Christians and stuff like that, about red states. She was saying a lot of stupid stuff, insulting Christians, insulting red states, insulting Trump. So yeah, it's like people don't want to watch that bitch anymore. Little Mermaid, another Disney movie. That movie also big budget movie, so it's gonna be losing. Maybe not more than maybe not hundreds of millions of dollars, but it looks like it's gonna be losing like tens of millions of dollars. Good. No more woke message. We don't want that. We don't want woke message. Look, I'm Hispanic. I don't want to be watching a movie that tells me, oh, look, we changed this character from white to Hispanic. I'm not interested in that. I want original characters. That pandering, that tokenism, the whole thing. Hey, look, you're brown, so you're gonna like this. No, we hate that. By the way, the condescending racism, we hate that because we can see it. So a good thing. Little Mermaid, also from Disney, is failing. The Flash, of course, also failing. It's gonna be. If it wasn't for Indiana Jones, I believe the Flash would be the biggest loser of this year. But I think Indiana Jones cost more money, so I don't know. I think they're neck and neck on that. I don't know. But the Flash is also one of the Flash and Indiana Jones, the biggest flops this year, and good. I know that the Flash is not from Disney, Marvel. No, it's from Warner Bros. But you shouldn't be putting them groomers as the stars as the star of the movie. You shouldn't be doing that. So good thing. I'm glad that Disney is losing so much money. And not only that, but I'm glad that a Christian movie that is against child trafficking is making good money. We need more messages like that. We need more messages like that. We need more movies like that. But of course, this is from Breitbart. Most major film critics are boycotting Sound of Freedom, despite massive box office success. No reviews from New York Times and Los Angeles Times. Of course, these are leftists. These are people who are in favor of that. They ignore when Joe Biden sniffs kids and touches them and stuff like that. Why would you ignore that? Well, because maybe they're into this. The vast majority of major film critics are boycotting Sound of Freedom, with outlets including the New York Times, Los Angeles Times, and the Hollywood Reporter. The Hollywood Reporter, who's supposed to be talking about stuff like this, no? About entertainment news. No, they're not doing it. Declining to run reviews of the recently released anti-child trafficking drama starring Jim Caviezel. Among major news outlets, only Variety, Rolling Stone, and RogerEbert.com have reviewed the movie since it opened on July 4. Breitbart News sent inquiries to the film editors at the New York Times, Los Angeles Times, and the Hollywood Reporter. None has replied. A spokeswoman for the LA Times sent a statement saying the Los Angeles Times does not review every film that's released theatrically. Ooh, how convenient. How convenient. A very successful film, the #1 film right now? No. No, we don't release. We don't review every film. Get the hell out of here. If this was a pro-transsexual, pro-mutilation movie, you would be reviewing the hell out of it in a very positive way. 5 stars, 100%. Go watch it. A++. Get the hell out of here. Not only has the paper of record declined to review the movie, it has not mentioned the movie in any form in its entertainment reporting. Not even a box office report, a search of the paper site shows. The black outcomes as Sound of Freedom outperformed expectations on its opening day, placing #1 at the domestic box office and outgrossing Disney's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny while playing on far fewer screens. Yeah, so there you have it. By the way, like it says here, Rolling Stone jeered at the movie, calling it a triumph for QAnon believers. Of course. So, look, I just tweeted this, by the way. I just tweeted this. You know who doesn't like movies exposing pedophiles and human traffickers? Pedophiles and human traffickers. It's that simple, okay? It's that simple. You can criticize maybe the acting, maybe the pacing of the movie, stuff like that. But criticizing the message, we see you. We see you. Guys, these people, these leftoids in the media, in Hollywood, they call us white supremacists, Nazis, all that stuff, racists. We should call them for what they are then. They call us that because we're against illegal immigration and stuff like that. Well, they are showing their true colors, so we should call them for what they are. Pedos or pedo enablers. That's what they are.